Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of building my Sims 4 Forever save file. So in this episode, we are continuing with rebuilding the whole city of San Sequoia. So this is episode 3, but part 2 to rebuilding San Sequoia. In the last episode, if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, we went in and we redid um, Anchor Point, and then we redid Hopewell, Hopewell Hills. So in this episode, we are heading to Gilbert Gardens to redo every lot we have over there. And then I think I'll give you guys a sneak peek at some of the families that I'm adding in. As you guys know, I did keep the Rayano. I think that's how you say their names. I did keep them, and I just merged them into one house. So now I'm gonna give them a house that fits all of them because there's so many of them. And then we're gonna look at the other lots over there. So let's go ahead and hop in. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the Robles Rayano household. I'm gonna show you guys the lots I have in mind for them. The lot is obviously going to be way bigger because there's so many of them. And then I also want to update their family. Like I mentioned in the last episode, I'm using most of my builds from the gallery. I will be trying my hand at building, but for the most part, gallery builds, it is what it is. But also some families, or many families from the gallery as well. And I found a remake of them and the Robles and the Rayano as one whole family instead of separated. So I will show you guys who I'm thinking of, the creator I'm thinking of going with to replace this family. But anyways, we all know their current lot here for the Rayanos, Jay and his wife and daughter, but obviously way too small. So let's go ahead and get rid of this lot. Okay, so I have a few lots that I'm looking at. We all know this family is quite prestigious, I guess you could say, in San Sequoia, so it wouldn't be odd that they have one of the largest houses in the town. So this is the first one that I was thinking about. I really like the look of this house. I don't quite know if it fits in with the neighborhood. However, I don't think they care. I think they're like, who cares? We have money and yeah, we can afford it. So this is the first house. And I absolutely love this house. I love all the detail. I mean, again, these creators are absolutely amazing. Look at all the detail. Obviously, they have kids, they have a teen, and then 3 adults. So they have lots to do with their kids. Um, Heading inside. Oops. Um, So lots of space. I think this option is kind of like option 3 out of the 3 I think I have, only because I would have to do a little bit of renovations to add. They have a lot of rooms, right? But the rooms aren't rooms like bedrooms. So I think I would have to make a few updates. I love this playroom. It is so nice and it has like a little like loft style up here. So cute. Obviously, they have a newborn, or maybe, depending on the family, I go with the replacement Rayano Robles family. Living room, they have like a little study here, which could become a bedroom. Dining room, they have like this, like, kind of outside area, another area. The kitchen, and then upstairs they have the rest of the bedroom. So it looks like it would be enough, but it's not. It's not enough for like the grandpa, the mom, the father, the teen son, their baby on the way, and then the Rayano family, so Jay, his wife, and his daughter. So we would need to like do just a little bit of renovations, and I don't care to do renovations to like their home because they're definitely not a home I'm gonna play with. So I really like this build. I just don't know if I'm gonna go with it just because I would have to make a few tweaks. So, but I wanted to show you guys anyways. So this is the first house. Let me show you guys the second option. Okay, so this is the second option, and I think this is the lot I'm gonna go with. This is huge, guys. but I absolutely love it. And I really like it because of the little guest house they have back here. I think it's perfect, and I'll show you guys it right now. I think it's perfect for the grandpa. Now, I feel like this house would have been made by him, right? But he decided, I'm going to give it to my daughter and my son and let their families enjoy it. And I will be on the property as well, but I'll have like my little, little hut outside or whatever. And it's like very cozy. I mean, like, it's really nice, honestly. And he's like, it's okay, the kids are the kids are going crazy in there, so I need a separate space anyways. So he has a nice little living room, dining room, and kitchen, and then upstairs he has like a nice little bedroom, closet area, and then a little balcony. So I think this is like perfect for the grandpa, or the main Robles. He's like, I'll have this. I can be right off of the pool, and I'll just go hang out. You guys can find me there. So I really like it for that reason. And then going into the rest of the house, which this one is set. Like, I wouldn't have to make any bedrooms or remake any of them. It's huge. I think it's like 9 rooms in total. So it definitely has enough for, like, the mom and the dad, and then Jay and his wife, maybe. This could be made into a room, but it probably will stay the same because I don't think I have to edit that. There's so much going on in this house. I mean, there's no way they won't have fun, going upstairs. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so then the teen would go up here, and then the newborn could go here, and their Jay's daughter could go here. So I wouldn't really have to edit much besides like actually editing the room for the newborn. That I would have to do because this obviously is not good enough for a newborn. So yeah, I really like this house for them, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. It has a basketball court outside, so obviously their teenage son would love that. Swings. I think it's just very family friendly, obviously. So I think this is the one I'm gonna go with, but let me show you guys the last option. Okay, so this was the last option I had, which I love the exterior of this house. And I definitely think it goes, I mean, a little bit better with the neighborhood, really just the blue. But this was another house that I really liked because it had this outside house or shed or guest house, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit tinier. It's so cute. Like, is it not? Oh, love it. It's a little bit tinier than the other house, so that's why I'm kind of leaning towards this one, because there's no upstairs. So it's just like the bedroom down here, the living room, the kitchen, and yeah. So I think it's like has a nice old-timey feel because he's older, but like he he has money, you know what I'm saying? And he's not flashy, but I think he would be a little more modern, and want a little more space. Although I don't know if this is necessarily smaller, like dimensions wise. I just think the other place had it upstairs. But anyways, I think the other place kind of suits him better. But there's a nice garden area and like crafting area. There's a greenhouse, a grill. Obviously, they have everything here as well for everyone. I think, did this one have enough bedrooms? Let's look inside. So I feel like this one is so family friendly looking. Like, it just has all like the knickknacks that you would find in a house that has, what was it, 6, 7 people living in it. I really like this one because this main bedroom, this could be the wife. I can't remember her name, but yeah, the one who's pregnant, not Jay's wife. I like this because this is the bedroom, and then it's kind of right off into the nursery. So that would have been real nice. And they have their own bedroom, bathroom, so everything is together. They don't really need to leave once they shut the lights out, in the kitchen. They have everything they need in there. And then they have like another bathroom here. This like extra room. It's not the living room, right? Because, oh, is that the living room? I guess so. It's just weird because it's like a door, so you'd have to walk through the kitchen, go through the door to get there. Very interesting. They have this office space, and then the dining room, which again, like, look how, oh, sorry for the views, guys, but like, look how family friendly it looks in here. Like, yeah, so I really like that, but I think it's not enough bedrooms. So okay, so we have the wife, the husband, the newborn, and then let's go upstairs. Yeah, see, there's only 2 bedrooms up here. So like, there's still the teen, Jay and his wife, and then their child. So I would have to like do a little bit of renovations. And I only say I don't want to, again, because I'm not planning on playing this family, but also I have to make renovations, renovations for other households that I don't intend on playing either, the households that I showed you guys in the last episode. So I'm like, I don't want to have to make renovations to so many of these unplayed townies, basically. So I really like this house though. I don't know, do I just plop down? They don't have a living room. Like, I want to keep this because they don't have a living room. This is way too small to be a bedroom. That's super small. This is like their dining room. It's kind of like their dining room / living room. It's like where everything is at. This is such a home. This is such a family lived in home. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen though. I do not think so. I like it though, so maybe we will see this house in another world. I definitely think in another city we can plop this one down because I really like it. So okay, we're gonna go with the second option. So let me go put that one down. Okay, so here it is. We're gonna rename it. I don't know what to rename it to, but I feel like their name should be in it. So for right now, I'm just gonna put like Robles, like Plaza or something. I don't know. No, I don't like Plaza. Robles. Okay, I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it as Robles for right now, and we'll figure it out quickly while I'm here. I'm gonna show you guys the 2 creators who redid the family and merged them together, and show you who I'm thinking of replacing them with. Okay, so we have this one, which is the creator is Portia Sims. It just looks better, they look better. And also still Jay looks like a child. I don't know what it is about Jay. Gives child. It gives not a dad. I don't know what it is. Just me? I don't know. In Ignacio? And he looks so much better here. I mean, I think he was like pretty decent looking in general, but he looks much better here. His daughter Bernice, that's her name. So Bernice, her husband, the son, he looks the same. They do have she's pregnant, I think, when you start a new game, but they replace the newborn with a child. Yeah, with a child. So okay, that works for me, honestly. Jay, who kind of looks older but still looks like a child. I don't know what it is. His wife, Dolly, and then their baby. So I really like the way they look here. And then this is the second option, which they look a little more normal here. Jay still looks like a child. I feel like no one can make Jay look like a man to me, like a grown man. I don't know what it is. The wife, I feel like they kind of kept the features of them how they looked originally. I feel like Beatrice, was that her name? Is that her name? Is that the name that was just in the other family? I don't know. She looks so much better here. Ian, and then their son. I think Bernice. They have her name Bernice. What's her real name? I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go with this family. I like them. They look better. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna add this family to that household, and they're gonna be set. Okay, I had to go in and just edit them a bit because I don't have all the packs, so some of them were naked. And I now see why I felt like Jay didn't look like a man, because they had his physical frame as feminine. And I'm sure Ye did that for a reason, but I don't want him to look like that. So I changed it to masculine. And now I feel much better because I don't know, it just gave like, and not like the frame made him not even not look like a man but look like a child. It was very weird, very odd. I don't know why they would want him to look like a child as a whole dad. So anyways, we updated him. I'm not a fan of this outfit, however, I already had to make a few tweaks to a few of the other is he tatted? Oh, I think those are moles. Okay. I'm like, not the face tatted. Anyways, I had to make a few edits to the other family member, so I don't really want to spend much time making other edits. That's an interesting choice, but okay. As long as they don't look like absolutely nuts, I'm they can they can remain. So I'm down to the last two, Dolly and her daughter, and then we'll move on to the next lot. Okay, so I actually had to remove the lot because it wouldn't let them, because I deleted the original household that I merged, and because they didn't have the funds, it wouldn't let them purchase it. So I'm gonna have to like add the lot, like add them in and then add the lot, I think. But also it's not letting me find the family I just edited. Like it's not in my library, even though it said it is. So I'm just gonna do that off camera, but just pretend they are in there already. So moving on to this next lot, Parkside Place. This is a lot that I'm gonna keep open. However, I am going to edit the house and replace it. I think I'm going to replace it with one of the house options that we looked at last episode, and I'll show you guys. It's a really simple house. I'm just going to leave it as an open house. It will be furnished. So let me show you guys what that house looks like. Okay, so here's the replacement household. I think it looks pretty decent in the world. I'm not a fan of the white paneling here, but I'm also not gonna edit it. Anyways, for those who didn't see the last episode, we did show this house, but this is what the house looks like. This is the backyard. So very kid friendly. Okay, let's head inside. So a nice little living room, very older looking. This was an option, but it did not win because I thought the setup was a little weird. It was an option for another house, is what I mean, another family. I don't know, I just didn't like this setup, but you know, whatever. They had a little craft room over here, a bedroom, and then upstairs another bedroom and a couple of kids' bedrooms. So I think it's very fit for whoever it is that moves in. I believe with neighborhood stories, if you do have it toggled on, people will move in. I think, don't quote me on that. So they should have a very decent family friendly house. So yeah, this one's quite simple. Yeah. So moving over to, I think, where is that empty lot? I thought it would show on this map. I feel like it's somewhere over here. Yeah, over there. We're about to fill that lot up. So let's go to this empty lot. And I was thinking of putting a vet there. However, I haven't put a pet in anyone's household that I've created. So that, I don't know. I don't know if I should still go with a vet or not. I don't know. But let's look at the vet options. I think it's, oh, great. Lovely. Don't we all love this screen of doom? Okay, be right back. Okay, so we have two options we're going to look at here for the vets, if this ends up being what I go for. So this is the first one. I feel like it's it's very simple and very straightforward. Nothing too fancy about it. I just like it. I like when they add like the extra details like parking lots and cars. It just makes it look more real. So this is the vet. Outside they have a little play area for your dogs. And then inside is also straightforward. So the waiting room here, we have I think 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 examinations room, and then like I think this is a surgery room. So it's just clean. It's very clean, and I like it. I'll show you guys the second option, which I like this option as well, mainly because it serves a double purpose. So I'll show you guys what I mean by that. I believe it's a cafe that they have at on the bottom level, so it's 2 levels. I feel like the building fits in with like the area. It's a very tall building, so you can see here. But you know, when you look this way, it kind of like fits, like it looks like it belongs. So yeah, outside I think they have a little area. Yeah, they have a little area for you to sit with your pets, and let them play and run around a bit. And then inside they have a nice little cafe. Look at all the little like doggy and cat little flower pots. So cute. And like the paws on the floor. I don't like animals, but I'm not a dog or a cat person, but I think it's cute. They have area for you to like buy some pastries or whatever. And then there's like a library in here. So I mean, you can like, you know, chill out and take your time while your pet is getting examined. Check-in area, and then you head upstairs, and they have all of the rooms. I love the decor. So in here, I think this is where you, what is, oh no, that's the staff room. And then there's quite a few rooms. So I think 3 examination rooms, no, 2 examination rooms, 2 surgery / examination rooms. And then like a little pharmacy for you to buy all the things you need for your pet. It looks like maybe even some pet food, yeah. And then another waiting area here. So I love this. I think this looks really nice, and I like to show you guys options just to get your thoughts, because like this, I can edit this at any moment. So I like to show options, but I kind of go in knowing which one I want or which one I'm gonna go with. But I still love to get you guys opinions. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. We're gonna leave this one here for now. Okay, really quick, future me here, going through and editing this. So I don't know what it was, but the vet just wasn't sitting with me. I don't know, I felt like it just didn't really fit, especially because after going in, there's only like 1 family that has a pet. And I don't know, I just feel like it's a waste of space, but I feel like what definitely would make more sense is a medical center. So I ended up adding in private practice lot by, oh my gosh, who is this by? A sim realist, I think it is. I just feel like a doctor makes so much more sense, especially if you have kids. So yeah, this is what we went with. I did have to edit it to make it a little bit longer to fit everything, but I love this so much better having a doctor here. So yeah, this has everything you need. The private practice, I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, private practice is a mod as well, so it just adds health to your game, and there's a lot of different mods out there that do that, but I really like the private practice one. And then they made a clinic as well, so it has everything you need. It has all the examination rooms, the surgery room, a break room. It's pretty like, you know, straightforward, but I don't know, I just really like it, and I'll be interested to see how it actually plays in game. But yeah, I just feel like this worked out so much better. And then out here is just like a little small seating area, which I extended the surgery, and then I just moved this back. But I don't know, I want to see if I can find a way to make this look better back here or not. I don't really know. But yeah, so this is what we ended up going with, and I just like it so much better. So you guys, once again, let me know what you guys think. But I just think it makes so much more sense in a city that is filled with kids. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let past me finish off this video. Okay, now heading to the last lot that we are going to work on, or reno, is the why am I blanking right now? The rec center. So the rec center, I think is like pretty decent looking, but Diego to Memphis, that's the name of the creator. They renovated it, and I like the renovation, so we're gonna go with that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys the original one just so you can see the magic that she worked with the new with the new lot, because like, okay, this is nice, you know, nice little garden to walk around, area for your kids, you know, very rec center, very expected rec center. Yeah. Okay, guys, look at this new lot. Like, look at it. So in my last episode, I talked about how the park that I put down in Anchor Point was very family friendly, and I had an option that was like just kid friendly. And I said how the rec center had so much for kids that, like, you know, I felt like it was okay to put down the other park. So this is what I mean by like so much for the kids to do. Like, look at this sand pit. Oh, the toys down there. Oh my gosh, like how cute. Over here, you know, she kept this same little rocket ship, but then there's swings over here. A skating rink. Like, oh, love this. And I think there's like a soccer field, some mats to do whatever, soccer field and football. And I tested this, and you can like play with the football, play with the soccer ball. More areas for your kids, more seating area, and then a basketball court, seating area to watch if there's a game going on. Like, she absolutely rock climbing. Like, she did her big one with this one for sure. And that's just the outside, you know what I'm saying? So let's take a look inside, which she also it's just so vibrant. So this is the inside. Like, look at this. Oh, let me tuck that away. Look at this. So much to do here. You can probably spend the whole day here with your kids. This will probably be like the workout area, because we don't have a gym in San Sequoia. I didn't put one down, but for this reason, because we have, like, you know, some gym equipment. And also in the park I put down in Anchor Point, there's a few workout machines there as well. But just, there's so much to do here. Look at everything she added. Like, I wish, oh my gosh, like, stop it. This actually looks like photos of a real rec center, because this is what rec centers look like. Okay, and this is only, and then look at the yoga area. Obviously I'm obsessed with this spot. This is only the bottom floor. Then we have the top floor, so there's like a concert hall, like concert kind of area, which I believe already existed, but she made it so much more lively. A game room. Look how fun it looks. Like, stop. And then like kind of like a library, so if you want to just, you know, take a break from all the craziness going on. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I saw it and I was just like, yep, this is going in my city. So look at that. It fits well. So I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I definitely think this will draw a lot of attention and a lot of fun, a lot of kids, so that my neighbors and my main family, they have a lot of options of meeting people. So this is the lot we're going for. Is this the last lot? I think it is. Besides me having to fix the Robles house, I think that is that's everywhere where we're gonna renovate. So we've officially renovated the entire city. Besides, just ignore that, pretend it's there, pretend the Robles house is already placed down. So this is so exciting. Let me know your thoughts down below. Before I end off the video, I want to give you a sneak peek into two of the families that we'll be adding in their neighborhood of Hopewell Hills with my family. So my family's going in this lot here. And then we're going to add two other families here. And I didn't create these families. I got them from the gallery, but I did edit their careers and just edit a bit about them. So I just want to show you guys them and just give you just a quick little backstory or on them and some lore about the family, so that you know their neighborhood is like filled with family and kids, and they'll have people to meet and people to like, and I don't know, people to dislike. So let me just give you just a sneak peek before we end this video. Okay, so this is the Sinclair's first neighbor. So we know the original neighbor, which is the Michelsons. They were already in the neighborhood. We have the Sinclair family, which is my family. This is the family that is moving into the Sequoia cottage, and this is the Shaw family. So we have mom and dad, which their names are Arjan and Priya. So that's the mom and the dad. We have the daughter, which is Anika. The son, he is a child, I believe, Rowan, and then their toddler, I believe he's a toddler, Ishan. And yeah, I just love this family. So the dad is obsessed with music, so he is a music producer. The mom is an interior decorator, so you know their house is very much so looking real cute. The daughter, she's a snob. She's a snob and she's materialistic. She's a good girl, like she's a nice girl, not good, but a nice girl, but she's just all about some money. In her house, she has the biggest room. Her room is bigger than her parents' room, literally. Some way she convinced them to give her the big room. They have their second youngest son, and he's just really active. He's like that kid that's like running outside all the time, wants to talk to everyone. And then they have their toddler. So yeah, I love this family. I gave their house the trait of, I think it's called like teen hangout or something like that, or like something with teens, and it makes them spawn, like a lot of teens hang out and spawn around their house, because I just feel like this house is going to be the house that like everybody comes to. The dad is so welcoming. The mom, her trait is neighborhood confidant, so she's talking to everybody. She wants everyone to come over. She loves DIY. I think I put like a little fun fact down here. Yeah, the Shaw home is the unofficial social center of Hopewell Hills, where weekend gatherings, jam sessions, and DIY decor workshops often draw the whole block together. And then this is just like their little bio if you guys want to pause and read. But yeah, I like love this family because they're just so welcoming. So I think definitely the Sinclairs will get along with them. I don't think Riley will get along with Anika. I don't know. Anika's very like materialistic and she's a snob, and I don't know if Riley's gonna like that, but I'm just gonna let that play out itself. I don't plan on pushing it or anything. But yeah, so this is the first family that's gonna go here. And then the second family, we have the Nakamura family, and they're going to be in 36 Bayani Place. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So this family, so obviously we have mom and dad. So we have May and Kenji, and then we have their teen son, Ryan. We have their second child, Aiko, and then their youngest their youngest child, Hana. So this family, a very interesting family. So the mom is a chef, and the dad used to be, technically, based off of his original traits, and career, he was very successful in the tech career. However, I'm going to change that storyline a bit because everybody is in tech in this in this neighborhood. So I want him to had been successful just in another field, but he just wasn't feeling it. Like he didn't feel like it was fulfilling to him, and he really loves working out and he loves training and the gym. So he now aspires to be a bodybuilder, but not only that, he quit his job to become a gym teacher. And there is no gym teacher career, but there's teacher career, so he's just going to be in the education field. But yeah, he did that, and his wife, she nope, she is just not okay with it. Um, she is a chef and she owns her restaurant. And if you watch my last episode, in Anchor Point, there is a lot that has three lots on it. There's a boba and thrift store, there's like together, and then there's a bar and there's a restaurant. And I'm thinking of making the restaurant hers. However, I do want to follow the storyline we talked about in the last episode about a daughter, like two sisters owning that boba place who like tragically lost their parents and they had to move and they, trying to make it work. So I don't think I can have like two different Sims, owning that lot. But I think, we'll say she's the owner of that restaurant. His job and her job gave her the stability to do it. And now she's like, you're quitting your job, or you quit your job to make like $40 an hour, like, and which like is seems like a lot, right? But not really in The Sims. And I don't even think it's that much. I think it's like 20 something to start, which I'll probably like boost him up a little bit higher in the career. But yeah, she's not happy about it at all. And the children, they feel the tension for sure. The teen son, he's trying everything to keep it together and to kind of keep the younger kids out of it, but their second child, she can feel it, like she knows something's going on. So she's pretty smart, and like literally I think she has the genius trait. So she tries to like create different like activities to make everybody have to work together. But I don't know if it's gonna work with them, and they might be on the brink of a divorce. I don't know. I put their relationship as strained, and they have like negative relationships. So we don't know if this family's gonna last, but they're gonna put a smile on for everyone. So yeah, this is their bio, and you can see down here in their fun facts, the family motto, according to May, is family first, and the family bio, according to Kenji, is follow your passion. So you can tell they are definitely on two different sides. And it's starting to show. On the outside they look perfect. They look like this photo, but on the inside they're not talking to each other. They're barely looking at each other. Like, it's bad. So this is the second neighbor. So yeah, that's who we have planned so far. These are all of my Sims I have in the neighborhood so far, and then like templates I go off of. And of course, you guys know the Sinclair family. If you don't, go check out episode 1 as I went through their cast with them. But yeah, so I'm excited to fill them out more. There will be one more family added to the row houses we added in Anchor Point. It's going to be a single dad. So I'm gonna get them added and get some backstory and some lore there to share with you guys in the next episode. But yeah, I think that's all for this episode. And I think in the next episode, we will finally be renovating the Sinclair house. So really, really excited about that. I'm not sure what's gonna come after that. I have to look at my list of plans for Sequoia, but I'm excited to get in and kind of make the space their own. So I hope you guys are interested in that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like what you saw, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and if you really liked it, why not subscribe? Let me know how you guys like these videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are in the world. Bye.